What's up with it, y'all? Yeah, we okay. We back with another one. I was diving into this Akata word. I want to get a little bit more meaning from it, and because they try to say it's an old word that meant like a wild cat, a stray cat, or something like that. You like it's weird, right? Because they be gaslighting it, and when you hear even their saying on it, you know it's derogatory. You know it's not a good word, but it's just weird how they try to make it seem like no, that ain't it. It just means this over here, and it's like, nah, that's not a good word. That's why, you don't say it around people. You don't say it around people, but at times you sort of do. What's up with it, Pac? What's up with it, Jesus? Uh, so it's just trippy about this word. So I just wanted to kind of go in a little deeper and see what others had to say about it, and and give my thoughts on it. Because my thoughts is I don't like it. I just don't. And we shouldn't like it because it's oh man, bro, this is this has been a lot. All right, because all these things that you don't know and you start to see, it just make you go like why, like I get it though, I get it, but let's go and just jump right into the video. All right.
Do you agree with the term Akata being used in a way to disrespect in a harmful way?
So many things happened with that word. It was a movie with Wesley Snipes, I believe, that poisoned that word. Because
What's
when
up
he
with it?
said something in Yoruba language and the guy asked him, what did he mean? He translated to him and said,
A
he said,
cotton
"You're
picker.
cotton picker."
Yeah.
It won't work. We can't work with Akata.
Akata. What is this Akata shit? Like American?
I liked Wesley Snipes in that movie though, because he was like,
This Akata
so
shit.
cool. What is this Akata
Like
shit?
American? Oh shit. Cotton picker.
Hey, his brother was a writer though. He was like, "Oh shit, here we go. All right, here we go."
If you go to any of the West African countries, especially Ghana, in
Like,
the
here
Ewe
we
language
go.
of Ghana, your name is the black white man. If you have lived among the whites and you are from a Western country, yes, you wear the same skin color, but we know that if we interact, we have to learn how do we interact with this person.
Yeah, I
Do
didn't
you
either.
agree with the term?
Nah, Pac, I didn't never hear the word before either. Until even when they brought it up in that movie, like I remember seeing that movie and I never tripped off that part. Because like I said, I never knew it was a thing. I thought everything was cool, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought it was all gravy.
A lot of Africans don't want to admit it, but as much as you have a lot of prejudice towards Black Americans, why do you try so hard to be like them, specifically the men? You're like, I'm like, be yourself, because why are you dressing like you're a Black American? You live in a mostly dominated African area. You don't even the way in which you say that N-word sounds like you're using it as a slur, because at a certain point you are calling them Akata, which I think is actually a slur, like a general slur referring to them. You are calling them that word, but you're using the N-word in the same sentence, dressing like them, trying to be like them with their lingo and slang and their language in your mouth, and you're still referring to them as a slave. Something is wrong. Some African countries, some Africans specifically, Nigerians, I'm not even going, specifically Nigerians, why do you do that? Because the way your weaponize that word Akata, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't care if we don't mean it in that way. If the people you're using the words,
It's wild because the ones that know it's disrespectful, they tell people, but then you got the ones that know it's disrespectful and they try to gaslight you and make it seem like it's not a derogatory word.
the words consider it a slur, it is a fucking slur. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all try to be these people and then y'all go out of your way to make them uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck is going on? You are dressing like them. You are using their slang. Your AAV is majority of your language. You are even using the N word. Ooh, but in the same sentence, you're calling them a slave. Come on, base. Come on. What is going on? Y'all gotta work on yourself. Something is wrong up there. I don't understand it. I genuinely feel like y'all are misguided. Y'all are culturally misguided. Y'all need to come back. Y'all need to self-reflect. Something is not right up there. And I don't care if you take offense to this video, because I'm calling all of you out, because it's actually upsetting me now. Because not every African country use that word as a slur. Not every African country use that word, period. It's mostly Nigerians that use that word, Akata. And I even feel like they were the one that came up with it. I'm not sure. I don't know what the fuck is up with y'all referring to Black Americans as that, but that is not acceptable. Or is it right? Like, what?
It's crazy because if you don't know what the word is, I mean, if you don't use the word, how do you know what the word is if you don't use it? Like, that's the crazy thing. I don't know.
Akata means it's a derogatory word for African Americans in like Igbo language and Yoruba.
Igbo.
Like Nigerians go Akata. It's derogatory for those African Americans. It's like called cotton picker or whatever. And
that's what it's. Oh, that's what it's. Oh, kata, cotton picker.
Akata means like a cotton picker or something. And,
it means more than that, though.
And it's a shame because African Americans, and I was born in America, so I consider myself that too. It's like they get the brunt of everybody's hatred. Even their own Black people that come because they're from the islands or whatever, they come and they shit on African Americans, which is on all levels fucked up. Akata means it's a derogatory word for African Americans in like
Man, you know it's hella derogatory. It's like that's the cold part. It's like they know it is, and they try to.
I know they stay.
It's gonna get to the gaslighting fast.
So I don't fit the.
This man just said, I don't rob, I don't steal. I have my own car, my own job, I make my own money. No, I'm not African American. I'm just dressed like one. What are you talking about? No, like I'm scared. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Quickly.
Uche. I know they stay. I know they go.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about that shit, bro. Like, mind you, I can cook, right? But that ain't, like, nothing beats. You know what I'm saying? If you're not disciplined, bro, twin, don't get your own apartment. Like, I don't care what y'all say. Atlanta really, like, fire. Like, when I say Atlanta got, like, the top, I say top 5, like, Skyline, City Line. Mind y'all, this not the Skyline, this is just the Belt Line, but, like, the city really fires for it.
I didn't know that they're not Akata.
We call it Akata. And I can do tattoo. I can, do my hair like this. Yeah. But when it comes down to like my mindset, I know. Like, that's the way I was raised up. I'm not telling this lady.
Dang, cosplaying and then get called Akata by your own people. And then you gotta explain yourself. I just instead of getting on them about it though, right?
Oh, why are you calling me Akata? Why am I doing that for her? Why am I being the Akata that she's calling me? No, she just said I look like an Akata. It's not like, she just said I look like an Akata. I said, okay, I'm not an Akata. Like, so I'm not gonna like be rude back to the lady. Some of y'all talking about something.
Dang,
like,
see how he switched this shit, bro. You see how he switched his voice up though? Oh wow.
Skyline, City Line. Mind y'all, this not the Skyline, this is just the Belt Line, but like the city really fires for it.
I didn't know that they're not Akata.
We call it Akata. And I can do tattoo. I can, do my hair like this. Yeah. But when it comes down to like my mindset,
I know like that though.
I'm not telling this lady, oh, why are you calling me Akata? Why am I doing that for her? Why am I being the Akata that she's calling me? No, she just said I look like an Akata. It's not like, she just said I look like an Akata. I said, okay, I'm not an Akata. Like, so I'm not gonna like be rude back to the lady. Some of y'all talking about something like, bro, we gotta stop this shit, bro. You gotta defend that shit. You can't let a girl, like, you can't let a lady call you. Why am I calling? Hey, Jesus. Why am I having
crazy?
Like, why am I going back and forth with the older lady, right? It's okay, she called me an Akata, and so be it.
Yeah, bro.
Wow, he can just turn it on, turn it off. What's up with it? What's up with it, Bill? Hey, he can just turn it on and turn it off like it's water. Turn it on, turn it off. Back and forth. This the cost plan, huh? Dang. And then like for somebody to call you the Akata and you like not like just check them on it. You got to go back to, oh no, I'm this right here. Even though I dress like them, I wear my hair like them, and I look like them, and I try to talk like them. Well, I do talk like them. I'm not one of them. I know my roots. It's like y'all be hella disrespectful.
Black on black culture shocks. It came to my attention that Africans in America are calling Black Americans or African Americans Akata. Now, apparently the way it's used out here, it means African American, and it's used in a derogatory manner. But this isn't a word we use in the UK, so I'm confused. So when I Googled this word, this is a word of Yoruba origin, which kind of spun me because I'm Yoruba. I don't think this is in the lexicon of the average Yoruba person who doesn't live in America. It also confused me because, based on what I heard, apparently it means a stray cat. Why are you guys calling people stray cats? And then it dawned on me, if this word means stray cat or wild cat, how come Nigerians or Africans in the UK never use this word to refer to West Indians or Caribbeans? And to clarify, I'm not saying that we should have done that. I'm just wondering why this was never used. So is this a word?
Because it was just straight intended for us. Like, that's what it is. Like, even saying the stray cat, or, that lost cat out there, that's what they trying to say. Like, oh, we're lost people. We don't know who we are type shit. We don't have no culture.
Exclusively only used in America? Because this is not something I ever really heard when I was in the UK.
Are you Akata?
Yes, apparently.
What's the meaning of Akata?
Just a black person, I guess.
A black person?
Yeah.
Do you like the word Akata?
What do I what?
Do you like the word Akata?
No.
Why?
Hey, but look how they try to play games with it, though. Like, bro, you know the word offensive. Oh, do you like the word? Like, that'd be hella weird because, why are you playing with my intelligence right now?
Because it sounds like, but, it's okay.
What is
It sounds like,
All right. That's fine. Where are you from?
I'm from Ghana.
Originally from Ghana?
Originally from Ghana, yes.
Where are you from?
Philly.
Philadelphia. If you want
a little bit of Congo in there, but
oh, you have a little bit of Congo.
No. Sir.
Hey, the way he tried to do her though, after he called her it, and then just because she didn't flip out, because we used to, back in the days we used to flip out. Like, people call us the N-word, and so we used to get hella mad. We don't get that angry no more because we know y'all stupid as hell. Like, we be knowing y'all ignorant as hell. Y'all beyond ignorant. I don't even know. Ignorant is like a good way of saying it. No, we know y'all dumb as hell. Period. We know you racist.
Are you Akata?
Yes, apparently.
What's the meaning of Akata?
Just a black person, I guess.
A black person?
Yeah.
Do you like the word Akata?
Man, bro, stop playing. Oh,
are you from West Africa? Are you from East Africa? Listen up.
With the British
it's high
tongue
time
no longer.
you stop calling African Americans Akata. Yes, it's no longer funny that you all have been doing that. It's no longer funny. I never did my research since I moved to the United States. But I just did my research. I went to ChatGPT. ChatGPT gave me a vivid answer. Now, I want you to listen. We've been hurting these people. But in fact, let me focus more on Nigerians. Nigerians, it all started from you people, especially the Yorubas. Yes, I don't know how you...
They do got swag. They got our swag, okay? They got our swag. It's cool, though.
You start calling a fellow human being white cat. Akata,
like, even her, look how she even dressed. What she dressed like us in what, the 70s? Mary J. Blige brought it back in like the 90s or something like that. But we like, this is us right here. This is us. Afro.
Simply means white cat. A cat that doesn't like to stay at home. Like, seriously, you move from Africa to come and be using a derogatory word
A
on
derogatory.
your people.
She tried though. She tried. A derogatory.
That doesn't like to stay at home. Like, seriously, you move from Africa
Oh, stole.
to come and be using
Stole
a
it, swag.
derogatory word
A
on your people.
derogatory.
These are your
Derogatory.
longtime cousins. Akata simply
I
means
hear that one more
white
time.
cat. A
White
cat
cat.
doesn't
Wow,
like to
cat.
stay at home. Like, seriously, you move from Africa to come and be using a derogatory word
A
on your people. These
derogatory.
are your longtime cousins. Like, seriously,
Derogatory.
I need you guys to
She
stop
trying
calling
those.
African American people Akata. It is derogatory. It is disrespectful. It is disrespectful. It is degrading. I really want you guys to understand this and start having
My
peace.
man,
This is one of the
y'all.
reasons to come and
I'm goofy as hell, bro. Look, I can't even get mad because I'm hella goofy because the way she keeps saying derogatory just got me like, oh hell no.
be using a derogatory word on your people. These are your long-term cousins. Like,
I know
seriously,
you only trying to help. I ain't
need
trying
you
to
guys
laugh at
stop
you. I'm just
calling
saying, what's up with it?
African American people Akata. It is derogatory. It is disrespectful.
Don't use that word no more. Use something else. Don't use that. Don't use that
I need you
word no
guys to
more.
stop
Just
calling
put it down.
African American people Akata. It is derogatory. It is disrespectful.
Derogatory.
It is disrespectful. It is degrading. I
Yeah.
really want you guys to understand this and start having peace. This is one of the reasons they don't
Hey,
like.
because the ones, like I said, the ones that use it, they will make it seem like it's not a derogatory word. But the other ones are saying, hey, bro, you know that's a derogatory. You know that word ain't good. Stop
This is one
using
of the
it.
reasons they see you as an enemy. This is the reason they don't trust you. Because how can they really trust you when you call them a white cat?
We don't trust you because
How
you
can
don't
they
trust
you
us.
when they know you are just faking it up with them? You know? Yes, on my live session the other day, a Kenyan man came. And there was this guy, he was so curious. Although he was a foundational Black American, he wanted to know why Africans called them Akata. I was trying to explain. I was like, maybe Akata means someone from America. It was like, no. But a Kenyan man came to my rescue and said, sister, are you sure you don't really know the meaning? I said, no, I don't know.
It's like one time in band camp, it's like, it's wild, the ones that don't know.
Teach me, tell me. He then explained to me. But I moved further to do my own personal research, of which I did. I went to ChatGPT, as I've earlier said. After doing that research, I promised myself that I will come up here with a video. My dear Nigerians, please, I beg you in the name of Osaloboa. I beg you in the name of God to stop calling African Americans Akata. It is humiliating. It is degrading. It is a derogatory term. It is not good.
It's like white people. White people ain't gonna stop saying the N-word. I don't think any racist person gonna stop saying the N-word. Like they kids walk around saying it in the way of trying to be like us. But their parents, they say it in a disrespectful way because I think they think it hurts us if they say it, and it's like it don't hurt me. It just like make me angry. Like it make me, and then like it don't even make me angry no more. I remember it was a time I used to get mad, and you feel me, be ready to punch somebody in their mouth, and it's like now it's like nah, you don't get mad because you see how racist people is just stupid. Like you see how stupid people is, and they'll use that to try to win a argument or a conversation or anything. They'll use that to, you know, to try to get under your skin. And it's like, I don't know. That shit, motherfuckers be trippy, bro. Some people just evil. That's just what it
It's
is.
very disrespectful when you
Some
do
people
that.
just evil.
You can't come to someone's land and be doing things like that. You like it or not, these people, you are under them. This is their land. There's no way you are going to fight it tomorrow till the next year. All right? Please, let's know this and have peace. We need to have a diaspora come together. I suggest this, and I'm working towards that. We have to have a diaspora come together. All right? Please, if you're in support of that, I want you to.
Nah, it's yeah. It ain't no more of that. You like, see, I'm gonna tell you, right? The real reason why it ain't no more of that is because we thought it was that already. See, that's what y'all don't understand. We thought we was one of a kind. We thought we was together. We thought we was brother and sister. That's what we thought. Y'all showed us different. Like all through the years, y'all made sure y'all kept yourselves separate from this over here. So while all the time reaping the benefits, the love, the everything we was giving you. And it's like, nah, I'm cool on that, you know, being friends and, like how I sit high by type shit. But it's like, nah, I'm cool on that because you already got a certain way that you feel already. And it's racist. You already racist already. So what I gotta change? What do I have to change? I'm not racist. I don't have nothing against you or your people. I don't have no names that I be calling y'all. So really, you feel me? Like, now I do. I know some now. I didn't know them at first. I know them now, but I'm like going, nah, we ain't got nothing to change. We cool. I ain't gonna lie, we cool.
And we will look for a
I'm cool.
place where Africans and African Americans will come together and resolve their issues.
And it's wild because even when you say you cool, it's like you still the same. Because I never had no problems with y'all. So it's like, you feel me? Like, I got a problem with that one dude, though, I made the video with. I hate that motherfucker. It's up and stuck. But I never had no problems with y'all. Like, I just never did. But that's just wild. You feel me? It ain't no reconciling. It ain't none of that. Y'all need to get y'all shit straight. Like, period. Get y'all shit straight.
Our issues. We apologize, my dear African Americans. On this day, we apologize. We say we are sorry for calling you Akata. We are.
No, you say that. I'm skipping this video. Hey, because I'm telling you, I seen this lady, right? She let this dude work for her, and he ended up unaliving her, right? So, her daughter, the dude went to jail, went to prison for unaliving the mother, and the daughter grew up and took over the resident of the mother that got unalived. And when the dude got out, the daughter, forgave him and like let him like stay at that house, right? And the guy unalived her. So he unalived the mother and the daughter. The daughter, out of respect and, trying to do the right thing, forgave him and let him right back into the same house and work at the same house where he unalived her mother. And then he unalived her. I said, nah, see, and I feel like that's with us. Like every time we kind of back up and we let people back into our world, they do the same thing all over again. Cause I'm telling you that they DNA, bro, it's already fitted. It's already fitted with the racism. It's there already. It's there and it's stuck. It don't go away. Like that shit don't go away. Cause soon as you go back and forth with them and they get mad, what's the first thing they do? They call you out your name. They say something weird and you just be looking like, I thought it was, thought it was cool. So it's like, nah, bro, we good. We good. I think us as black folks, we need to kind of stay to ourselves and focus on ourselves, because I always felt like nobody had our backs. You know, even like when I say nobody had our backs, I mean nobody had our backs. They was cool with us because we was doing stuff for them. We was spending our money with them. But behind closed doors, when they get around their own kind, they begin to talk about us. And we don't get around our own kind and talk about y'all. Like, we don't, like, you think we having a family, you think we having a family function, and if somebody come up dressed like Umar Johnson, like they from Africa, you think we talk mess about them? No, we don't. We don't. If we got a Hebrew Israelite dressed like he from Africa with the little thing on and the crazy like Africa, we don't talk about them. They welcome just like anybody else is welcome. We just know what they into, but we don't got a word for them that we call them, and like, you know, now, but you got your people dressing like us, and when they come around, you call them Akatas, and you know it's disrespectful. They know it's disrespectful because they get mad and they go, no, I'm not that. I just like to dress like this. We don't do shit like that.
Playing my part and you still don't get it. Oh, he's still cosplaying. All right, cool. That's you. You feel me? Like, I don't know what about me just scream like, oh, he's cosplaying. Cause you go on my page and then you see me like speaking my language. Like, bro, if you jealous, like, you know what I'm saying, say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do this shit with other languages, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hang around Hispanics. When I get around Hispanics, I literally code switch. You feel me? So now it's a crime because I'm doing it and I'm African. You feel me? But for people that sending me, because I'm getting threats over this shit. Like, this shit really crazy. I'm going to tell y'all right now.
This is so true. I was married to a Nigerian, and they will sleepishly smile and keep with you, but we'll talk crap in the next room sometime in your face because they think you don't know. Yeah, and they'll talk it in their language. And like, it's weird, right? Because when you're around a language for so long, you start understanding it. Like, you know when it's ugly and when it's not. So it's like they'll think we don't know that they talking about us, and like, we know. Like we know. Like, trust me, because you do it a lot. You used to doing it. You do it so much. It's like they just used to doing it.
I'm gonna pop my shit. That's on God. You feel me? I ain't never been one of them type niggas, you know what I'm saying? So if it get to that, where like you actually mad and you see me in person, you wanna do something, I got hands, I'm gonna fight. But you step out that car and I'm whatever, you catch me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cause ladies posting up like, yo, I need somebody to go get this nigga going. Like, is that serious? Is that serious? Like, I ain't know it's that serious. But I'm letting it be known, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will get, hey, it's gonna be you before me. I'm just putting like Igbo specifically, right?
Yeah, like, don't get scared, because you know ain't nobody gonna do, like, we gonna talk shit. We ain't gonna do nothing to you. You feel me? Unless you take it there. But it's like, come on now, bro. Now you scared? Like, just like, when you around your people, you talk like your people to let them know that you're not one of us. Why you get mad at us when we call you out on what you're doing, but you don't get mad at them when they calling you Akatas and calling you out your name because you dressing like us? You're not getting mad at them. I didn't hear you say you addressed them one time. You said, no, I'm not supposed to argue with yeah, you're not.
It's just saying, not all black people, it's just saying, oh, that person like is somebody who robs, who kills, that person commits crimes, you know what I'm saying?
Gaslight.
Good for nothing. That's specifically what it is. And my dad, right, when my dad would be like, see, because we lived in the projects, my dad would be like, see Johnny walking, right, sagging his pants, like, Akata, my dad referred to Johnny in the hood as Akata, right, you know what I'm saying? Akata.
Hey, which is crazy, because I was just watching videos on Africa yesterday, you know, because I don't know, I get a lot of African videos now, and I was watching them, and they walking around sagging their pants and shit. I said, that's crazy, bro. That's wild. You know, it's like you got a lot of them that just want to be what this is over here. And then, you know, you got the other ones, they just hate. They just hate.
Does not mean all black people, right? I know y'all may think that because that's what majority of people think, but I'm telling you from the video, So you don't take offense to it. I just let you know what I'm saying. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? In the video, I have sense like, oh, I know who I am.
Ever
like,
since.
I'm
Damn.
not like associated with that. Oh, like I'm gonna go rob and steal just because I got dreads and tattoos. That's all that mean. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He said WFS had no problem with BFS until they couldn't no longer get free labor. They've been pissed ever since. Wait, who?
I'm the only nigga that I know. Like, you feel me? That's I can switch it, mannerism, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me talking like this? You want me trying to switch in broken English? Anyhow, whichever you want, whichever one you want. I'm the.
Man, don't be doing that, bro. Don't be posting these dudes. Don't be posting these dudes locations and stuff. That ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool. That ain't even worth it. You like, don't put that's another thing when, like, even when it comes to this shit, bro, I would never put one of my people in the position to do some shit that'll have them locked up, you know, behind this right here. Like, you know, nah. I ain't cool at all.
Some
It's
of the
just
most
not.
racist people, in my opinion, towards Black Americans in this country. They call us all types of Akatas and all other types of things.
So African Americans feeling offended about the word Akata.
She about to
They think
gaslight.
it's a discriminating word
And they
or
be
it's a
saying
derogatory
it's
word.
not like
the
us.
word Akata is not a derogatory word. We just use it to describe the Black Americans, like just a way of differentiating them from the whites. No, if you say American, we know that it's the white people. So the Black are referred to as African American. But if we don't want to use that long term, we use the word Akata. The word Akata, the full word that we Nigerians call Akata is Akatarian. They call me Akatarian when I go to Nigeria. And then when we give birth to children here, we call them Akata. Yeah. We don't commonly use the full word because it's just the half word, like just something fast, something quick, Akata. So sometimes when I'm referring to myself, like when I'm talking to my people back home about certain things, I'll say, oh, me and Akatarian, like me.
Indeed,
we use that. And we call our children Akata. So if it's a derogatory word, if it's a discriminating word, if it's a racial thing, you think we're going to call our children that? No. So guys, don't feel offended.
That's one thing that they would say, huh? When it's like, yeah, I done heard a lot of, you know, immigrants call their kids, derogatory words that they call us. I done seen them, you know, even push they dark-skinned kids out the car of being even part of the family. They treated them different. I done seen, like, we've seen it. So, you know, but, you know, that's what y'all do.
I understand. I had a friend. We were just talking. I said Akata. She said no. That word, I don't like it. I was like, do you know the meaning? She said it's a derogatory word. I said no. Okay, if it is, I will stand before you and call you an Akata. It's not derogatory. It's not. They call me a Akatarian.
See, you can't even say derogatory right, for one. So you know you ain't got it. Why you trying to gaslight us and smile while you doing it, though?
Like, my country, when I visit, they say, oh, that lady, she's an Akatarian. It just means this lady came from abroad. You know, she came from America. That's when somebody tells somebody, oh, she's an Akatarian, that person already knows that I came from America. But it doesn't mean I'm an African American. But for you guys that we call Akatarian, like, we feel like you people are the real African American who originated. I know your origin is from Africa. Obviously, your forefathers, you know, your ancestors from Africa, but you came from here. But the word Akata is just like, okay, the black-skinned person in America. Because we know the white people, when they refer to you as African American.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do. Wait, here we go. Chatbot. What chatbot?
Akata is a slang term used mainly in parts of West Africa, especially Nigeria. Core meaning, it refers to Black Americans, descendants of enslaved Africans in the U.S. Literal origin, from the Yoruba people language, often translated loosely as wild cat or stray, uncultured person, depending on context. How it's used can be neutral, just identifying African Americans, can be negative, insulting, implying lack of African cultural knowledge, being disconnected from African roots, or behaving differently from Africans. Reality. The meaning depends heavily on tone plus context speaker. Some Africans use it casually. Some African Americans consider it offensive, If you want, I can break down how it's used in...
Exactly. I'm
don't
just
call it
saying.
American. They call the white Americans, like themselves American. Don't get
Gaslighting.
mad. We're family. Your root is from our continent.
Yeah, that's why. But hey, that's what it say. Yeah, it say a wild cat. But look, or stray, uncultural person, meaning like the wildcat, because the wildcat is stray, meaning it doesn't have no culture. It doesn't have, I'm just saying, it says it right there. Like, and that's what they look at us as like strays. Like we don't have no culture. We don't, our shit is not tied back to Africa. So, yeah.
And we're proud to say that. We know you guys are not proud to say that. And that's because they made you guys believe that.
Yeah,
Africa
she
is a
lying.
jungle, Africa is
She
poor,
gaslight. They be gaslighting it.
Go there and see for yourself. If you go there, a lot of people have visited and they eventually relocated to Africa. So that is your...
No, a lot of us, look, a lot of us didn't been to Africa. Like, period. Like, we don't have to go there to see that it's beautiful. We know a lot of spots over there is beautiful.
Your forefathers came from there. They are the heroes.
That ain't
They
it.
are the heroes. They went through all that they went through. And look at you. You are a product of victory. Do you know what that means? My brother, smile when they call you Akata. It describes you as a strong African originated Black American. A product of victory. Do you know what that means? My brother, smile when they call you Akata. It describes you as a strong African.
See how? Look, see what I mean though. See what I mean right there. Like, you disrespectful as hell.
They are the heroes. They went through all that. They
You
went
disrespectful
through.
as
And
hell.
look at you. You are a product of victory. Do you know what that means? My brother, smile when they call you Akata. It describes you as a strong African originated Black American who lives in America. Take that from me to you as it's coming from a sister, because I know for sure.
My sister wouldn't tell me no weird shit like that. You ain't my sister. You feel me? Like, you hella disrespectful. You hella disrespectful for that. And then you gonna tell a motherfucker to smile. Look, smile when somebody call you that. Like, man, y'all got us all the way twisted.
So let me get this straight.
What the hell?
Because y'all know I'm going to start giggling in a minute. So, the Africans told y'all that y'all have no culture. And they called you an Akata. And that broke your hearts so bad to the point you formed a hatred for them. Because nothing y'all say even validates you collectively judging them all. Like, every time I ask, how you know they don't like us? They say we have no culture. They called us an Akata. I looked up to see what the fuck an Akata is. I'm like, a stray cat? Y'all will call each other bitches and niggas.
Because we took the NIGGA and we came up with, we did that. You feel me? So, come on now. Don't you see what you're saying is not racist? It's not like
And you're mad because someone called you an Akata?
gaslighting.
Y'all, I can tell y'all didn't have no daddy in y'all life because y'all too fucking soft for me. What?
Y'all be gaslighting.
Hey, what up? Cash back. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Okay, real quick, if you're an African, you're watching me right now, please, I want to beg of you, please, Africans, stop calling Black African Americans Akata. They don't like it. Stop calling black African Americans Akata. It's disrespectful. They hate it. They don't like when you call them Akatas. Please. I don't like when I hear guys say, oh, there's this Akata girl that I met. There's this Akata lady that I'm talking to. Who is Akata? What happens to there's this African queen I'm talking to? What happens to there's this black African American woman I'm talking to? Why would you have to call her Akata? Stop calling them Akata, man. Please. It's disrespectful to call.
You see in the chat, it say, oh, I won't stop. Talking about why. That's how you get knocked out in 2025. You feel me? You get put to sleep.
Black African Americans Akata. You see a Nigerian lady talking about, I'm talking to this dude, is an Akata guy, meaning black African American guy. You see guys saying, I'm talking to this lady who is an Akata. That's black African American lady. Why are you Africans calling our brothers and sisters who have been in the United States almost 500 years ago Akatas?
Way more than that.
Why not say there's this African, there's this black African queen that I met, black African American queen that I met, black African American king that I met? Why would you want to call them Akatas? Please, it's disrespectful calling black African Americans Akata. I'm begging you Africans, if you don't know, stop. They don't like it. They're not cool with it. They're not okay when you refer them to as Akata. Stop calling them Akatas, please. I'm begging you, if you're an African.
Hey, for real, huh? Stop calling us, period, okay? Just stop. We don't even think about us.
You used to calling black African Americans Akata. All these Akata people. I'm talking to this Akata lady. I'm talking to this Akata guy. All the Akatas, they do too
FBA
much.
is the talk of the
All
world
the
right
Akatas,
now.
no. Why are you referring them to as Akatas? It's like white people calling black people niggers. It's like white people saying these niggers. Stop,
See,
man.
Look, okay,
telling
now you see this right here? See, this is what I be saying, right? Look, even the white people, anybody, you like, don't fucking even say the word. Like, it just shows you how disrespectful you are to us. To, like, even saying the N-word with the hard R. We don't even say it. We'll go and we're like, if we talking to one of our partners and it's like we got into somebody that called us that word, we'll say, man, and they called me out my name. They called me the N-word. Like, we don't even say it. But why when y'all come and y'all explain something to us about y'all seeing somebody else call somebody the N-word, you always say the word. Like, yeah, because I had to step in because he was calling her and they'll say the word and you just looking like, bro, look, oh, hold on, you got to stop him. Like, hey, man, why say the N-word? You don't got to, or say that word, say the word. We know what you're talking about. Like, you don't got to say the whole word out. Like, and it come off your tongue like you used to saying it because you didn't say it before. I don't like that shit. So I'm just saying to white people, to anybody out there that says the N-word with the hard R, if you explain it to your friend, your coworker, somebody that you seen on the street, the police or whatever, you don't gotta say the fucking word. Just don't even say the N-word, say the word. They said the word and I had to stop them. I got mad. Like, that's the easiest way to go about it, bro, because that shit happened at work, and dude said it like it was a white dude, and I had to tell him, hey, man, why you saying it, though? Like, I understand that you help defend the dude from calling the black dude that, but why you got to keep saying the word, like, over and over again? Like, oh, yeah, because he called him, and you keep doing it, and it's like, bro, what the fuck, bro? I don't like it. I don't like it. That's just, it's crazy.
Don't refer
thanks.
to black African Americans as Akatas. Akatas,
Gus.
They don't like it. They don't like when you refer them as Akata. Why are you calling them Akata?
Thank you for the
They're
donation.
black Americans. They're black African Americans. They've been here. They're Africans. They've been here for years. Their parents were here for years. Why are you referring them to as Akata and you black and you African? I hate it when my homeboy says, I'm talking to this Akata lady. I said, bro, why are you
Exactly. Like he's saying, like, you know, like, yeah, bruh, that shit is trippy, man.
They don't like this
People
name
is
that
crazy.
you call them. And you see a lady saying, I'm talking to this Akata guy. You ask your homeboy, who is that guy over there? Oh, it's Akata guy. It's Akata woman. Akata wife. Akata husband.
Exactly.
Stop calling them Akata.
Exactly.
Please.
Exactly. Like you don't even got to say the word, but it just shows you how much it is used by they people, you know, which, you know, it's like even saying it, like they get mad. Oh, no, we don't. Yes, you do. Like we watching you. Do it yourself. Like this ain't something that we just saying and like we heard and okay, we saying some hearsay. No, we hearing it from your own people.
The word Akata is becoming a problem. I remember coming across videos of Black Americans complaining that Nigerians are being condescending towards them and using a certain slur. And the slur they mentioned was Akata. It is not only used for Black Americans. It is used also on Nigerians who have stayed away from the culture, Nigerians who grew up abroad, Nigerians who know nothing much about their culture. Yeah, just something like that. So it was not meant to be derogatory, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are Nigerians that use the word in a derogatory.
If you read that, I hate when somebody say something funny that I probably shouldn't laugh at, but I laugh at because I'm just going, you know, what the fuck, bro? Why you have to put that though? He said, shout out to all Akatas and all booty scratchers. And you just, bruh, stop it. Stop.
Because I want to believe that they will not just be complaining like that if Nigerians haven't used it in a derogatory way. And I really think if you're a Nigerian who uses the word in a derogatory way, please try and stop. Because I know some of you are very used to these kinds of things. Small word as a nickname will turn it to an insult. All these words are not meant to be insulting. So if you're using it in an insulting way, you better stop because it's creating a bad impression. Not everybody thinks Akata is a slur or a derogatory term. The word Akata.
Hey, you can tell they be gaslighting like a motherfucker because they be smiling while they saying it. It's like this the thing that they do behind closed doors. Oh, we're going to gaslight them. We're going to make it seem like it's not a bad word. You feel me? Because I still want to use it. I don't want to not be able to use that word. So everybody just make it seem like it's not a bad word. We're going to gaslight them and we're going to tell other people, you know, and try to make them seem like it's a good word so we can keep on being disrespectful in their face.
Word Akata, please do well to explain it to others. If you are convinced, after explaining it, if you are convinced that, oh, this could actually mean, this is from his logical, this explanation Femi just narrated is actually logical. If you are convinced, please go on and help your fellow Africans to understand the origin and the meaning of Akata. Akata actually, hey, my brother Richard, that's another brother of mine, Richard Nwosu. Please follow him. He's live too. He's live. So follow him, please. So the word Akata, let me tell you the origin of that word Akata today. I did my research. Does any one of you here, especially the African American,
if you have to do your research, yeah, and you don't know, and you African, yeah, just stop it. But no, I see somebody say that they American, like it's wild, right? That like even when I go fill out a job application, I don't never put black on there. I always put other, because I don't even like. That's what I look at myself as just an American. Like not no black American. So even when I feel like shit, like I never put black down. I never put black down. You know, I don't know why. You know, I ain't even had no reason. It's just like because I always looked at myself as not being black, and you know, and so not even African, but I never looked at myself as a color.
I just lost a bet, but I gained some education. Amen. All right, so I'm first gen
Just
American,
ignore them.
but I'm a Niger girl, okay, through and through.
Said just ignore
So me, I
them.
asked
Okay, I
my
got that
friend,
part.
or my friend just in passing, he's a Niger guy, like born and raised, and he's an older man or whatever. He said, he called me Akata just in passing. And me, as an American girl too, as well, I was offended, oh. And he was confused. He's like, girl, why are you so offended? Like, that's who you are.
Hey, I don't mean to bring this up, but I got to because I was looking this up right here, the cross. I was tripping off the cross, you know, because like a lot of us, we got crosses in our house. We get cross chains and different things like that. Did you know, like in Christianity, like the cross never looked like that? Like at first it was condemned because, you know, that's how they were, the Romans were, you know, unaliving people set on the cross. And it was like many different ways that they had it at first, but I'm just saying, do you know that the cross even evolved into what it is? Like the cross has its own evolution that you can go look up and you'll see the first markings of a cross. It wasn't nothing like what it is today, like, which is weird. It was a plus sign, but I think it was turned sideways like an X or something. But it's weird how even that evolved into what it is today, and we make it sacred. Like we make that cross sacred, and the cross ain't even what it was, you know, like it was something that we condemned, that we went against. We wouldn't even touch crosses. Like, well, Christians wouldn't even touch crosses. They wouldn't mess with crosses. And like the evolution of shit is just weird as hell, bro.
Like, that's a compliment. You should be happy.
Hey,
and I'm like, a compliment? I thought that was
Florida.
derogatory. He's like, if you sit here and ask 100 Nigerians, if you yourself, if you're an Akata, they will say absolutely no debate. And that's exactly what I did. I reached out to all my Lakers friends.
Now, you see what she's saying? She's saying she made a bet that, you know, well, I guess she heard the Akata. She wasn't really knowing what it was. But now all her friends that are African gonna tell her that she is an Akata. They never told her before until she asked. They did, but they if it wasn't a derogatory word, why wouldn't they have ever said this to her face? Like that's the thing. Hold on, I gotta start this all over.
Some education, amen. All right, so I'm first gen American, but I'm a Niger girl, okay, through and through. So me, I asked my friend, or my friend just in passing, he's a Niger guy, like born and raised, and he's an older man or whatever. He said, he called me Akata just in passing. And me, as an American girl too, as well, I was offended, oh. And he was confused. He's like, girl, why are you so offended? Like, that's who you are. Like, that's a compliment. You should be happy. And I'm like, a compliment? I thought that was derogatory. He's like, if you sit here and ask 100 Nigerians, if you yourself, if you're an Akata, they will say absolutely no debate. And that's exactly what I did. I reached out to all my Lakers friends, everybody on Twitter, Instagram. I said, just honest answer, don't patronize me. Do you consider me Akata? All of them said yes. So I asked Igbo people, I asked Yoruba people, and then some of my fellow first gen American Nigerian people also answered, and I noticed a trend. Every single first gen said I am not Akata. Every single Igbo person, minus a few who really know me well, even if they're in Lagos, if they knew me well, they say no. If they knew me kind of small, they say yes, you're an Akata woman. Every Yoruba person just said yes, you're an Akata. So basically, in Yoruba, the term Akata is neutral. It's not good, it's not bad. It's just describing you as a black person who lives in America. You know, regardless of your roots, if you're from America, Yakata.
Gaslight.
As an
It's
Igbo
not
person, it's a
neutral.
compliment. They're saying,
It's
hey,
neutral. It's
it's
not good.
Yakata
It's not
girl.
bad.
She's from America. Hey, she has money. She's living her best.
How you gonna call a person a derogatory name and then make them like it though?
Best Akata life.
It did make them like
However,
it.
to us first gens, you call us Akata and we losing our head. Because how you finna deny me? How can you deny me from my Niger roots? So, because when I was growing up here in America, they didn't want to claim me. They were using every opportunity to just splatter my name across this place because I wasn't like them.
It's derogatory.
So that's why should I be running to associate myself when I'm obviously different? And that's why I wasn't excited to be labeled as such. But now that I'm knowing the meaning, it's okay. It's who I am. Amen. Akata girl. I just lost.
It made you like it.
Akata or Akata, aka.
Like, I got too much music in it.
I'm a member of Akata. I know Akata. Yeah. I know. She said we are not Akata.
Like this dude even said it, you know, him dressing like this and talking like us, you know, his people called him Akata. His dad even pointed out somebody sagging their pants and said, trying to be like that Akata. He even knew this was a derogatory word. So why do the ones, it's like they come on, they be gaslighting. You feel me? They gaslight you, try to make you feel like it's a good word. So if somebody call you that, just embrace it. And it's like, bitch, you got, what the hell? Like, we ain't stupid.
Like, we have sense. Like, as in, I can do tattoo. I can, do my hair like this. Yeah. But when it comes down to, like, my mindset, I know who I am.
Wow.
So, the first note.
Why you got if it's not a bad word, why do he got to worry about who he is just because of the way he dressing and the way he being? It comes down to my mindset. I know that I'm not one of them. I'm one of us.
I was called Akata to my face. I had no idea what the word meant, honestly. I was at work, and I'm a nurse. There was a nurse riding the goddamn clock, not doing a fucking thing. Do you understand? Like, we are busy, and we've got texts coming to you saying, your patient needs whatever they needed, and you act like it's not fucking important. Get your ass off my clock.
Dang.
Because now I'm going to have to call in an agency nurse that will actually do the goddamn work you're refusing to do. Get your ass off my clock. This nurse happened to be Nigerian, and she went fucking in. Do you understand? But this is a work relationship, and if I'm telling you I'm going to fuck with your money today because you're not fucking with your job the way you're supposed to, I expect you to get a little bit pissed. So she's going off, right? And I'm just standing there looking at her. Like, keep talking, girl. There's other nurses around, okay, that have come into this situation because she's talking so goddamn loud. And there's other nurses there that also happen to be Nigerian. They heard her call me that, and they cut her off. They was like, oh, no, you can come on and talk to us for a second. And there was two of them talking to this one nurse. And these are my people, black people. You understand? Black people. I'm not trying to get no black people fired because we all catch hell in this country, right? They talk to her, and she packs her shit. She comes back to me, and she says, I'm going through something. So,
Mr. Dressing.
But please forgive me, or I beg forgiveness, or something. She said some kind of shit anyway. So I'm like, you got to go home. Whatever is whatever. Right. So these Nigerian nurses, then they come to me, and they told me, they said, don't let her talk to you like that. And I was like, what do you mean? And that's when they explained to me, the way she's saying this word to me is like the same fucking thing as a white man looking at me and calling me a fucking nigger. And I'm telling you, this woman, if she could have spit that word in my face, she would have. She would have. I had no idea what she meant when she said it. It was other Nigerian nurses, Nigerian American nurses, like she is, that gathered her ass the fuck up and then told me how big of an offense she had committed against me. So, yeah, It ain't no shit that I'm gonna allow myself to be called. We're not friends if that's how you refer to me. I'm not fucking stupid.
Exactly.
And I'm not stupid because it was Nigerian Americans that put me on game. Okay. So
anytime you see that word Akata, that is a negative connotation toward black people. I saw a movie when I was a kid with Wesley Snipes, Sugar Hill. They were trying to negotiate with Africans to make some type of partnership. They kept calling them Akata. Oh, we can't do business with Akata.
Well, we've been thinking about this, Renatan, and it won't work. We can't work with Akata. It won't work. You do your thing, I do my thing, you know? It won't work. We can't work with Akata.
Akata. What is this Akata shit? Black American? Cotton picker.
His brother was a beast. He said, see, I told you. That's why I told you we shouldn't be. Look, it's like my cousin telling me, I told you we shouldn't be messing with him anyway. And I'm like, nah, I thought they was cool. It's like, nah, see what they call us? And it's like, oh, shit. Okay.
It's not a racial slur. I'm also an Akata. It just means somebody who's born in and / from America. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me. I looked it up. I know Nigerians. I know West African people. Akata absolutely is a slur. Watch, I'm going to insert something from an article that was written by a West African woman. Look, she says, first I want to address the word Akata. Akata is a terrible word. She chuckled. It's a terrible word. It's a horrible, horrible word. The thing is, when you talk to some Nigerians, they will be like, oh no, it's just a neutral word. It just describes black Americans and it's fine. Anyone who has been called the term and it fits into the category of the definition knows that it is a horrible, terrible word. Don't gaslight me, girl. And also, I saw some of the other messages that you made. The censored it. So I didn't approve them because I don't need that type of negativity in my comment section. But you're gaslighting me. And you said that I'm trying to bring another young black woman down. How am I bringing you down when I'm just holding you accountable for using Akata? That's it.
That's one of the things that, Sugar Hill, that was a good movie. But that's one of the things they try to do too. When you call them out on they bullshit, they try to make it seem like you doing something wrong. Like, oh, you just trying to hold another black person down. And it's like, why? Because I'm calling you out on that bullshit. Like, stop doing that shit.
I didn't make up anything about you. And you said I'm building a platform off of hating Africans. I don't hate anybody. My platform is responding to Africans and Caribbeans and white people and Latinos. I respond to things. I give social commentary on things. I don't just outright come out talking about y'all saying nasty.
We didn't come up with this shit. Y'all did. This is y'all shit. This one I can't understand too. Like they can be, look, this is y'all shit. We just responding to y'all shit. Okay.
Nasty things. That's not in my spirit.
That's it.
But I'm tired of seeing people say nasty, derogatory, and just terrible, disgusting things about us unprovoked in a lot of instances. And that's what's happening. And yeah, the N-word is not the best word, but we've used it and flipped it as a term of endearment because it was something that was very hurtful for us, foundational black Americans. You don't have the same relation to the word that we do. That's all that guy was saying. But you're gaslighting. I'm not bringing you down, sweetheart. I'm calling you out because you know that using that word is a slur for black Americans. Be honest. Maybe sometimes we have biases and things about ourselves that we need to check. And you need to check yourself because that's not okay. And it is disgusting. Don't try to flip it and reverse it like a Missy Elliott song and put it on me. You said that. That was you, not me.
Wasting our time.
And that was disgusting. Me calling you out is disgusting. I didn't say anything negative about you. I didn't say anything bad about you as a person. I didn't say anything bad about your culture. Nothing at all. I just simply said that you were disgusting for using that racial slur. And you know you was. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
He try to gaslight you. Says they know, but the objective is to get us to focus on them. Wasting our time.
First of all, Akata is Americanized. Some people use it for black Americans, but in general, it just means when you're American. Little do y'all know, I'm Akata too, number one. Number two, Y'all just be copying and pasting stuff y'all see.
Man,
let's talk about the word Akata. Listen, I know it's going to be a touchy subject. We're going to get through it, okay? Akata is a word that originated in Nigeria, and it's used to describe Black Americans, people who
slur.
are in America because of slavery. That's the name that we have for them because we didn't have another name for Black Americans at that time.
Xenophobic.
Just how Oyinbo is used for white people globally, Akata is used for Black Americans, right? Now, Akata is seen as a derogatory term, and I'm going to break down how that happened and how America is to blame. So after World War II, Germany did a lot to make up for the Holocaust. Now, obviously, they're never going to right their wrongs, but what they did is they incorporated, history about Jewish people and the Holocaust in their curriculum. They paid reparations. They did a lot of things to make up for the atrocities that they committed towards the Jewish people in Germany and in Europe in general. Now, white people in America saw this and they were just like, we're not trying to do all that. We're literally not trying to do all that. We don't want to apologize that much.
Yeah, I see why
Whatever.
now. Like, I see why now, bro. I see. Like, the more I go into this, the more I just see them talking hella shit. Yeah, and then, but it's wild because it's like, it be they ones coming over here. It be the ones over there too. But, the floods and everything that's going on, man, they just need to stay to themselves. They need to chill out and get they right. They get they life right with God, with they God, whatever God it may be. Because the floods and shit that's going on over there, it just make me not even want to be disrespectful or even say anything because it's like y'all got a lot going on. Like y'all got a whole lot going on, and it's ugly over there, and it's like people like losing their life, and it's like the way they houses was flooded. I was like, oh my God, bro, you feel me? Like, yeah, but at the same time, you feel me? Y'all, somebody trying to tell y'all something. Somebody's trying to tell you something.
Mind you, American racism and segregation, Jim Crow, all that was so bad that Hitler literally studied American racism in order to create the laws that oppressed.
Hitler studied everybody. Hitler studied everybody. That's what Hitler did. Everybody. It didn't matter what nationality they was. He went and studied it all.
The Jewish people.
That's
smart. How strong it was. Like Hitler was taking notes from white Americans. So America was like, we're not trying to do all that. You know what we will do though? We're going to demonize Black Americans so much in the media that no one empathizes with them. Whether it be our music, our TV shows, our news, we are always going to make Black Americans look terrible.
Hey, it's wild to even think on that part. That's to me that's another gaslight right there. It's because on TV you got Black American newscasts, you got Black Americans in sports, and in so many different things. So like that's still gaslighting.
So now globally, there is this negative perception of Black Americans that was intentional. The reason why you can go to any place in Asia, in Africa, in Europe, and somehow they seem to all have these negative perceptions and stereotypes of Black Americans was by design.
They was always, man, before it was TV, it was going on. So, like, why we gotta always, it's crazy, we'll blame rap music on the youngsters getting unalived. But if you go back to Marvin Gaye and, and those type of people back in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, they was making love music. And the same thing was going on. It was no different. It was the same thing going on. They showed it on Cadillac Records with Muddy Waters and them. Them, like it was the same thing going on. It just hasn't changed. But then they try to blame it on the music. Oh, it's the music. It's this and that. No, it's not. The music is always talked about what was already going on in the hood. And the hood been the same forever. Forever. It ain't changed.
So when Nigerians started to received this media from America, they started to create this negative perception of Black Americans. So now every single time the term Akata was used, it was used in a negative sense. The term did not start off as something that was meant to be negative, but it turned into that because of global demonization of Black Americans. So then every time we did anything that seemed too Western, too Americanized, we would be like, why are you acting like Akata? Akata, Akata boy, Akata girl. And so Black Americans started to hear the way this term was used and started to be like, oh, that's a slur. It wasn't created to be a slur, but the global demonization of Black Americans made it into a slur. And that's why
I don't get it. Girl, what the hell is you talking about? You went all the way back to Hitler and brought it all the way to. It's like you blamed all this different stuff off a word that you know is a slur and try to make it not a slur. Oh, that's why it became a slur. No. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit.
This John boy. Now, why na mo kumase for na home. A bit second balance in your friends and some kwasi afun krasa for no mugu kumase one. You call this the ufradi we say Akata. Sad top we fence a jacket we are call day to day 10 and 15 dram. Wash sad with dressing we. What's so special about this dressing? I am more Jimmy ana. Ye kata because we krasa for ntino ye treat am kentino. Akofa boy we be no no akoshe ye fence say $10 say $1 a fence a jacket. Ashe we at that dress one intimate dresses that dressing we be anti mum boy some hype akwa we to say there or no fe na kata or no.
Hey, now look, even when you hear I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but I know what the fuck he's saying. You feel me? In a sense, I know what he's saying. He asking why you calling this boy Akata because of the way he dressed, because he's dressed like this. You feel me? Look how he dressed. He dressed like us. So why would they take it offensive? Why would your own people take it offensively if it wasn't an offensive word?
Thank you for this information right here. So let me give you the context from an American braider.
Oh, we ain't doing that.
Having the right playlist is always important, but
they will try to gaslight you and tell you that it doesn't mean this, but that's exactly what it means. Because when I start talking to some Nigerian people and I tell them some things that I do or don't do, they'll be like, oh, you have done Akata. They will try to gaslight you and tell you that it doesn't mean this, but that's exactly what it means. Because when I start talking to some Nigerian people and I tell them some things that I do or don't do, they'll be like, oh, you have done Akata. They will try to gaslight
you. Yeah, make you seem like
yo, what up? You already know who this is, man. Cecilia Buzz Down Status. So listen, I want to talk to you about something different now, okay? There are a lot of people especially a lot of Black Americans, they're always like, Akata. So check it out. I want to tell you guys what Akata means. Akata, this word that Black Americans are so angry about. Okay, so, Akata started from, my older generation, like my parents. When the first wave of Africans that started coming to America, in the 70s, 80s, they came and they started calling Black Americans Akata because of what they called the stubborn nature of Black Americans, the thuggish nature. They're always quick to pull a gun. You're quick to want to fight. Never just want to just reason things out. Always trying to take things to the extreme. So, from what I was growing up, I heard that Akata means a stubborn goat. You're just stubborn. So that's where Akata came from. But as the generations kept on coming, new generations kept on coming, it started getting the meaning started evolving. So now I can be someone can come and be like, yo, what's up, man? She's like, what's up, where you did? I'm like, yeah, I did with my Akata homeboy. That's not racist at all. That's just saying I'm with my Black American friend. I'm not going to say I'm with my Black American friend. I'm with my Black guy. I'm not.
What the fuck? Do you hear what you saying? Why can't you just be with I'm chilling with my partner? Why, man,
I'm
man.
Say that. I'll be like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, I did with my Akata homeboy, especially if I'm speaking Pidgin. Mostly when I'm speaking Pidgin, I could say that. you know. Or sometimes you can be like, you can see a pretty Black American girl with the ass, everything. You'd be like, Akata, you know, that kind of thing. So it's more of tone. It's kind of like saying nigger and nigga. Like that's my.
It's, bruh. I'm done. I can't watch no more of this shit. You know, I can't watch no more ignorant people talk about or try to justify this word or using this word and try to justify it and make it sound cool. And then you just said exactly what I say y'all be doing. You throw the N word with the hard ER on it. You feel me? Instead of just saying, it's like saying the N word with the ER or the N word with the A. No, it's fucking not, because we don't do that. As we don't do that. So you sound crazy as hell. And if I was any one of your friends, I would just kind of stay away from you, because you sound hella weird. And then, you know, like you said, y'all do it around each other. Y'all don't do it around us. And then some of y'all, when y'all do it around each other, y'all get checked by your own people for the shit. They checking y'all now. So you know it's something bad. But then y'all come and try to gaslight like we supposed to accept it. Oh, it means something cool. It's like, bitch, no, it don't. Stop playing. And, you know, but, I mean, you know, it ain't too much to say. Y'all see it. I didn't make this. I didn't do this. You know, we didn't do it. Y'all do it. This is what y'all do. But the reason we not tripping, because y'all just like everybody else. And that's how I look at it. Like, y'all just like everybody else. Like, you know, most of, you know, the immigrants, y'all be doing weird shit like this. It's not nothing new. And we just bringing it to light and just showing what it is. So this is what it is, right? And this is how they feel. Y'all already know. But on that note, I thank y'all for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button. And, yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. And we'll be back with the next video. This was like, what, an hour? Oh, an hour and 17 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, and then, yeah, we're gonna jump to the next topic. So thanks for being here.